here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 11th ranked team, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Crumbstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. The shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaking free at midfield. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Quick throw over the middle. Wide open downfield. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
The Cyclones with 1st and 10 here. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. And the Cyclones looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Brigham Young. He will score. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Makes the ground. It's Jackson. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Dropping back. It's Beck. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. The Cyclones pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Quick pass, the catch is made.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down mark. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Toss it to the back, running left. Breaks in open space. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
The back's got him. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Looking to pass this time. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get to...
And he scores! Touchdown, Cyclones! Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. He hands it to the back. Oh, he breaks free, still going. Well, he moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Iowa State has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And now the handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own with the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Back to throw. It's Becht. The pass rush closing in. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37. And the Cyclones line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Cyclones are looking to keep this drive going. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he'll be brought down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Touchdown, Iowa State. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been when he left it in the end zone. So the BYU offense comes back out of the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
The senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he swarmed in the backfield. That's a great effort there, but could not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. He had all day back there before throwing the strike.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. And there's the handoff. As the first down is still going. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
To throw, it's Becht. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. They're going to run it here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's wide open. Look out. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. And the Cougars come up to the line in a hurry up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. We talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, but we can only hope the second half is going to be as exciting as this has been.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Becht. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And this is dropped. would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. First down and more. He's still running. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The gun now on third down. Looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
No, kick it away here. This one will be fair caught. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff. Powers through. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. He's looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense. So second down after the incompletion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Big throw caught on the left side.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's reeled in. It's Martin. Both earlier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down for he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
A short completion to the tight end, and he will be stuffed for no gain. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Off the play fade, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there, defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And looking for a big play here. The ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Delayed handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. The Cyclones looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the first down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this offense, I'd be worried about those one-on-one matchups on the inside against this slot receiver.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They'll toss it to the right side. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, he's changing the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Becht. Grab down the middle. It's Green. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Ball handed off. Fights through a tackle. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Hand off to the right side. Powering through. Gets the first and still running.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness. Yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks off it. Now it's another broken tackle. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Quick dart to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Touchdown, BYU. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. It's Becht. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. quarterback looks to his right. Not easy to bring down. A cornerback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Cyclones pick up enough for a first down here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, but he could not hold on. Would have been a huge game.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
2nd and 10 here. He'll hand it off. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chewed, so it's 3rd and 8.
Christina, the sweat era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Biggest plays you've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. To the air. It's Beck. Catch made in space. Look out. Big time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And he runs out of bounds after a good scramble to pick up the first down yardage and stop the clock here. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
He forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Touchdown, Cyclones. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
What a touchdown here to pull them within 1 with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for 2 to try to take the lead.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. After scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Roberts. He steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
Well, Chris, Because just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up for the first and goal from the 8. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. In the red area, it's Martin. And that run produces a decent gain. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one. And it's good right down the middle. They've reclaimed the lead with that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Becht. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Contact as he let the ball go. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions.